Expansive universe unlike any other. Chapter 1 Birthday Arrival. In a lone cabin up north in the forest with several other cabins just a few yards away, Zam just came home after a long day in middle school. Tomorrow is his 13th birthday, but he had little reason to celebrate with his friends, especially with how exhausted he was. When he walked up to the front porch, he opened the door and noticed that his parents weren't saying hello to him. "How was school, kiddo?" his father asked while reading the newspaper. Zam didn't respond, whilst taking his shoes off, even with his friends at school trying to cheer him up. It simply wasn't enough. "Nothing special," he answered. "Zam, tomorrow's your birthday. You should at least be a little bit excited," his mother responded. "If this is about you not getting into anything that's not digital or video game related, then what are we going to do with you?" With the limited options he has, he just can't make up his mind for his birthday tomorrow. His brother and sister have many ideas to cheer him up, and he does appreciate what they do for him. However, no matter how hard he tried to, he can't even give his family the credit they deserve. Maybe going somewhere, like a place I haven't went to before? "You had so many walks on the streets with us. I can't even pick which location you would prefer to go to," his father replied. "Can you at least pick one activity that's not television related or video game related?" his mother offered. "I would, but I just couldn't do it. If only my expectations weren't so subverted in the wrong way." Zam placed his backpack by the kitchen table. He may have no homework for the night, but he always spent his time alone in his bedroom. Upon heading upstairs, his brother walked past him, noticing his little brother had the same day for the past few months. "We really need to make his birthday really memorable tomorrow. Let's face it, it will always be a waste of time if he never has high hopes for anything." His father placed his newspaper on the table. Sam's brother remembered the convention as the advertisements he came across in his high school. The guesses who will appear at the convention are one of the cartoon characters Zam is familiar with. "I have an idea." His brother walked down the steps. "There's a convention just 45 minutes away from here. I think Zam will enjoy his time there." He showed the convention poster to his parents with the characters on it. There was Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony on the bottom, Anne and Sprig from Amphilia by the left, 3 Pokemon from the 4th generation from the right, Lapis and Amethyst from Steven Universe in the middle of it all, and finally Sonic the Hedgehog on the top of the poster. "All these characters are gonna appear in the convention?" his mother asked. "Yes, and there will be more, but mostly for autograph signs and pictures," the brother answered. "Are these the same characters he watches online?" "It does feel like they're the same characters he watches." His father looked straight at the characters from the poster. The convention will begin at 7 in the morning. I will be able to afford everything just for him to meet these famous people. With zero plans for the mother and father tomorrow on their day off, they make the decision to go with their eldest son's plan. "You should tell Zam about this," his mother gave the order to the brother. Inside Zam's bedroom, he was writing his personal feelings in his journal he keeps to himself. Usually he would do these when something actually happens in his life, but he was days away from catching on due to his depression constantly getting in the way. However, when he heard footsteps coming up the stairs, he immediately put his journal away. "Zam," his brother walked inside. "Are you feeling alright?" "Only a little. Today wasn't any different," Zam replied. His brother closed the door right behind him while sitting next to him. He showed Zam the poster of the cartoon characters appearing at the convention. "Cartoon Pandemonium? Trust me, it would be exciting to meet these characters in person." I thought cartoon characters are nothing more than a drawing on paper. That's what I thought when I was your age. His brother gave him the poster while giving him some experience from his past. When our dad told us he would love to meet Thor in person, he thought he was referring to Chris Hemsworth. But unfortunately, he wasn't messing with us. Zam had never met a celebrity in his life, but learning that a celebrity being portrayed by a character who has a life in the real world just seemed too unrealistic. How can I believe that when he never showed me a photo of him and Chris? It was from 2012, when you were 4 during the time, his brother responded. Yes, the MCU Infinity Saga is over, but when I met one of the cast members, they sometimes head to different places that no other person went to. That doesn't make any sense. Zam placed his hand on his head. Believe me, that's what I thought when I only met very little of the information. He took a deep breath, trying to get back on track with Zam. Please, I promise tomorrow will make your birthday the best you had in years. Zam looked at the poster again and the advertisements available at the convention. He can tell there's a lot going on tomorrow, even if it's not in one of the biggest buildings in town. I'll probably get an autograph and maybe a picture with one of the guesses. And maybe you should do one of the activities like playing band lessons with Anne. I don't know if Sunset Shimmer's gonna be there. His brother heads out of the bedroom, about to order the tickets before they're sold out completely. Zam can't even decide if he's making the right choice or wasting not only his time, but also his family's time. He took out his journal and wrote down how tomorrow could make his birthday different, but in a spectacular way. I need not only my family to be pleased, but also the guests at the convention. On the morning of Zam's birthday, after eating breakfast with his family, they all head inside the car to make their way to Cartoon Pandemonium. It was a long drive for Zam's brother and sister, but it didn't faze them in the slightest. He had some expectations, but not like before. Tell me, Zam, his sister called, if one of your favorite cartoon characters is there, everyone enjoying themselves, what would they feel if they saw you not excited? When Zam looked away from the window, he gave his sister his honest opinion. Maybe give me a candy bar? I'm not joking. And if you're gonna say they've seen a few people in the crowd not having a great time, that's completely false, his brother chimed in. You know, you're not giving me opinions about what I'm really feeling, Zam retorted. Guys, the mother looks at them through the rear view mirror. Please, this is supposed to be a great day. Meeting guests in a convention isn't everywhere every day. Upon taking deep breaths to calm himself down, Zam looked out the window again. Yeah, I'm just not ready when opportunities like this come up. Zam, you always said that about past opportunities, his father responded. But this is the first time you've ever gone on a trip to a convention. We've been to conventions many times simply to have a happy experience, his sister commented. And we're gonna take you to where most of the autograph sessions take place, his brother added. We're only 3 miles away from the convention, just keep an open mind. Zam wanted to believe his family, but knowing his perspective on any media he watches is never like anyone else at his school. Telling the truth is one thing, but expressing it in front of the guests could lead to severe embarrassment. Upon entering the town itself, the family saw a few limos parked with security cars protecting them. Seems like the guest stars have arrived. His father looked through his window. Upon parking along with the other cars, the family got out of the vehicle while heading to the convention. While heading to the entrance, they saw a purple pony using a horn to give the fans wristbands. Enjoy your time at the convention, she smiled. She seems nice, Zam's mother commented. Have you seen her from one of the cartoons? Yes, Zam replied. Her name is Twilight Sparkle. Do you think she might appreciate someone new like you? His mother added. Not sure. After waiting in line for about 10 minutes, the family walked up to Twilight. I haven't seen a family like you before. She then turned her attention to Zam, which caused him to shy away, especially at kids like you. Yeah, Zam responded meekly, trying to look towards the purple alicorn. This is his first time attending a convention, his father responded. Can you please give us a map? Sure. Twilight took out a map from her saddlebag and gave it to the father. By the way, make sure you have your youngest son meet one of the other guest cartoons. Guest cartoons? Zam blinked. Wait, you're not an advanced hologram? Just when he's about to touch a horn, his sister stopped him. We should probably get going. She kept Zam away from Twilight. Yeah, just keep him occupied, Twilight smiled while she got back to her job. As they entered through the main hallway of the convention, there are so many stands available. A Weeper Bell simulator, an arcade of Nintendo and Sega games installed, and the autograph tables. So your first priority is getting an autograph, right? His mother asked. Yes, but how am I supposed to believe the guesses are real? Zam asked, being a little confused. We'll talk about that later. His sister let go of him. Let's just pick the person you want to give an autograph to and do the activities in the stands. Zam can't even get over the fact that Twilight wasn't fake upon meeting her for the first time. And knowing those more guesses just like her, he wanted a straight answer from one of them. Once he sees them signing his autograph, that's what he's gonna do. Chapter 2, Realism of Cartoons. Over the last 20 minutes, Zam had been waiting in line to meet Amethyst and Sonic in person, while also getting their autographs. He did remember playing Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the Sega Dreamcast in their grandmother's house, along with watching the episode of Steven Universe, while Amethyst faces Steven in Season 3. But on the other hand, he never owned any of the future generation systems to play the more recent Sonic games, nor even bothered to watch the later seasons of Steven Universe. Hey, relax, Zam's father said. It's fine if you don't know much about them. At least give them a good impression of yourself. Zam saw the way Amethyst gave her fans a walk hand gesture, not to mention the other gestures she gave fans prior to him getting up to her. He's not sure if she ever met anyone similar to him. The same goes with Sonic. With the opportunity in sight, he took his steps in front of the table. Hey dudes, Amethyst greeted. You seem a little different than the fans I've met today. He's mostly new here. This is our first ever convention, Zam's brother responded. Today is also his birthday. Really? Today must be your lucky day, the gym said, leaning a bit too close to Zam for his liking. Well, I never had better birthdays before, so can you please give me your autograph? Zam offered while stepping back slightly. Aren't you excited? She responded while leaning back. And what do you mean by that? Zam wanted to answer the gem's question, but his heartbeats continued to rise. Even asking about her existence could be seen as insulting. He started painting, only for his sister to step in. It's mostly personal. It's not that his old birthdays were horrible. We're gonna take him to the Pokemon stand to have him pet at least one of the Pokemon, Zam's mother chimed in. Sorry this wasn't what you expect from your fans. As much as Amethyst felt bizarre from the way Zam reacted, she wasn't totally upset. I don't blame you. Most fans of other celebrities don't usually make the right impressions. She looked at Zam again while giving her an autograph to him. It's not like your appearances in the cartoon caused him to act a little counterintuitive towards you, Zam's father added. Zam's family went to the next autograph signing session while Sonic's waiting. While he was being patient to give his autograph to his fans, he heard almost everything between Amethyst and Zam. Hey bud, he smirked while Zam's family walked up to him. You're here for the games and to step it up on the dance floor? I'm not really good at dancing, Zam replied while trying to smile. But I did play your games on the Dreamcast. After looking through the schedules for today, he is aware there's not going to be any Dreamcast games available in the convention. Oh, sorry to say this, but we only have Nintendo Switch and none of the older generation systems available. Not only relying on the current generation of gaming, Sam can only play either Sonic Forces or Team Sonic Racing. I'm good without playing any games then, he smiled. Hey, at the very least you could try to play one of my games before you leave. This marks the 30th anniversary of my franchise. Upon hearing Sega's mascot being 3 decades old, Zam is now dealing with the fact that Sonic, along with his friends, are getting tons of recognition this year. He can only remember Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, and most of the characters from the adventure games. I could give Sonic Forces a chance, Zam responded. Actually, how about we play Team Sonic Racing instead? His brother offered. Believe me when I say this, the spin-off did a lot more compared to the latest mainstream game. Zam placed his hand on his head. I just wanted to play another mainstream Sonic game. Zam, it's not that big of a deal, his mother retorted. You may have beaten those video games before, but you didn't complete them 100%, so what's the difference? Hey, I'm sure the kiddo wants to experience the best gameplay from playing a character in a race car, Sonic smiled while signing his autograph to Zam, but if you decide to not go to the gaming section, you won't do me any favors. After receiving the autograph, it only put Zam under more stress to reconsider. Even if he manages to go to another convention with Sonic friends appearing, he's not sure if he can keep the promise if they ever mention it being Sonic's 30th anniversary. After leaving the autograph sessions, Zam's family went to the Pokemon section to meet the Pokemon of the 4th generation themselves. With tons of children playing with a Torwick, a Mine Jr., a Wario, among others from Diamond and Pearl, Zam also saw another character from Steven Universe, Lapis Lazuli. She's been petting Pachirisu for the last 3 minutes ever since she picked it up. The only episodes he remembered from her debut in Mirror and Ocean Gem episodes, and also how her relationship with Peridot is portrayed. With his family still right behind him, he stepped first into the yellow carpet of Pikachu faces, while an Ivy slowly walked up to him. They're just animals, Zam. They're not gonna hurt you, Zam's father said, only for his son to turn around. The Pokemon, Dad, Zam responded. At the very least, give the Pokemon a treat. While feeling annoyed with his father mispronouncing the Pokemon, he still took his advice. He walked by the Pokemon while Lapis saw him taking a treat from the ball. After taking the Pokepuff out from the ball, Zam gave it to Eevee while getting on his knees. Here you go, he spoke to the Pokemon. The Eevee slowly walked up to him, while gratefully eating the Pokepuff from the birthday boy's hand. Zam was slowly calming himself down in order to get used to the Pokemon around him. Even if he never played Diamond or Pearl before, he still has much knowledge of the 4th generation of Pokemon. Little did he realize, Lapis was adoring the whole moment from the way the Eevee was mesmerized after eating the Pokepuff. Okay, this doesn't seem so hard, Zam lightened himself up. As a matter of fact, it's actually a good start, Lapis smiling, grabbing the attention from the birthday boy. I'm mostly a fan from the 1st generation. This is still new to me. He grew a smile while Eevee nuzzled his cheek. I don't own a Switch. Apparently for him, the crystal gem walked up to him while still holding on to Pachirisu. If that's the case, I'm sure it won't hurt to give it a chance. Zam's family aren't able to afford another console, but at the same time, they've seen a few Pokemon videos online. Zam even remembered seeing May's vlog where she takes her Torchic to a friend's house. Aside from doing more training as always, she and her friends did activities with her Pokemon, with the video nearly reaching 50,000 views. So, I am supposed to adopt a Pokemon or catch one even though Pokeballs don't exist? Not really a good move, his sister whispered to herself. I think you must be mistaken, Lapis responded. Everything you see is real. The now teenager couldn't believe her, thinking she's a cosplayer, but at the end of the day, he still won't be able to get all the answers he wants. And after making a deal with Sonic to play his latest mainstream game, he can't even think about the Pokemon's feelings if he considers being a trainer. If you don't want to be a Pokemon trainer or play the following games, the very least is to support one Pokemon. For me, I have one, and this is one of the only times I can play with them more. It's not really that complicated. I guess it's been too long for me to feel what Pokemon feel. There are so many types, you will catch one eventually. Zam plays Eevee down while taking the helpful advice from the Gem of the Water. I'll consider that. When he walked with his family to the next section, Lapis accepted his words. She may have heard that from other fans, but it doesn't stop her from agreeing with her choices. Well, that wasn't hard, was it, Zam? His mother smiled. Not really. It seems like my past memories of Pokemon seem rare with each passing year. Hey, our old Game Boy doesn't work anymore. You should have told her that, his brother added. Then again, even if it still worked, I'd probably need a core for anyone who's willing to play multiplayer with me. Zam knew full well at least one person will have a Game Boy, but it won't change how others have more advanced portable systems. So, what should we do next? When his family heard a beat from the other side of the convention, it's where most of the music is coming from. I think that's where Anne is performing her guitar lessons. Zam's sister looked to her left with a huge amphibia tent covering what's behind. I've played Guitar Hero so many times, maybe we should go there so I can play with them. Zam's brother walks up to the front. Okay, we can watch you while you play, his father added as they head straight to the bandstand. As they came to the entrance, the music was super loud, and mostly coming from Anne's bass guitar. There were 10 chairs displayed with Sprig sitting in the front, with the final beats ending off a great song. Anne placed her guitar by the speakers while giving the other bass players a fist pump. You did really awesome to perform Thunderstruck with me. Anne smiled while the players gave Hop Hop the basses. Make sure you tell your bass dudes to break my record. It won't last long once I've hit expert level. With the guests leaving, Zam's brother went on stage while his family sat down. So you're playing on hard mode, huh? He taunted Anne while walking up to her. I've played on that difficulty a lot more. Oh, really, Mr. Show-Off Man? Anne taunted back while placing her hand on her hip. Then let's pick a song that's off the walls. As his brother takes one of the basses from Hop Hop, he's ready to give everything he's got. Sure, and by the way, he pointed at his brother, allowing Anne to look at Zam for the first time. It's Zam's 13th birthday. He's my brother. Zam slightly waved, but Anne on the other hand waved higher to greet him. Hope you're having an awesome birthday, dude. We just got here. There's still more in Cartoon Pandemonium, Zam's mother filled in for her son. Then make sure he does everything he can do before you all leave. As Anne picks up her remote to pick the song in the menu, her friend Sprig turns his attention to Zam. Seems you're new here, huh? He spoke. That, and I mostly watched a few episodes from your show, Zam responded. no offense. It's not like you're boycotting if you're watching other stuff on Disney Plus. While the frog tries to cheer up the birthday boy, he's fully aware that the company he's working for isn't the only one taking over the convention. I'm wondering, are there more guesses here? Zam asked. Not sure. In the next hour, once Sonic and Amethyst are done with the autograph sessions, more guesses will take over. Zam probably knew Sunset Shimmer wasn't ready to perform, mainly due to the fact she was backstage or something. But one thing's for sure, he's aware he didn't keep track with the other shows he hasn't watched. I think this convention is a lot bigger on the inside than on the outside. Hey, I always feel that way when I host my first convention. Sprague waited for his best friend after finally picking the next song. Even for cartoony, you won't believe where we came from. The choice of words made Zam more curious, as if the guesses were hiding something. But by the looks of it, there's nothing to be against for how respectful the guesses are. There would be a chance he would ask one guess about the birthplace, but he still needs to make the promise to Sonic about playing Sonic Forces.
Let's get this started again. Me and my whole crew, we live with no rules. Let's get this started again. So if you feel like me too, there's only one thing to do. Let's go! Pay down, call the taxi cab. Got a case in the fridge and a bottle at the crib. Let's all get twisted, double fisting, drink up the resisting. Let's get this started again. Let's get this started again. Let's get this